every pony. Back again with Chapter 4. Thanks again for all the positive feedback the first 3 parts have gotten. Not much else to say right now, I suppose, so let's jump right in. Hope you all keep enjoying. Chapter 4. Revelations and Realizations. Vinyl blinked. Octavia took a step back, slowly opening her eyes. A blush spread anew across a new expression of bliss. A calm, satisfied smile hung on her lips. Vinyl blinked again. Octavia's eyes widened, her blush amplifying as she looked to Vinyl for some sort of reaction. Octavia's smile quickly dropped from her face, turning into a concerned frown. Vinyl's face remained still while her mind reeled, attempting to grasp the situation before her.
I'm so sorry, Vinyl. I don't know what came over me. I just thought that...
Tears began to swell in Octavia's eyes as she stepped away from Vinyl, her voice rising to an inaudible squeak. Vinyl took a deep breath in and closed her eyes, pausing a moment before reopening them.
You kissed me.
Yes, I did. And I apologize, and it was foolish of me, and I shouldn't have, and...
Octavia looked down in shame, her eyes darting from place to place on her carpet.
Was that what you wanted to do?
Interjected Vinyl, her face a mask of calm hiding the chaotic swarm of thoughts buzzing inside her head.
Well, at the time, yes, but...
Octavia stuttered. Vinyl shut her eyes and waved a hoof, signaling for Octavia to stop talking, her face changing to one of near disgust.
Don't apologize. You can't have regrets.
But I...
You only regret how I reacted.
Vinyl gave a deadpan stare.
Well, I suppose, but...
Stop. You know what you're doing? You're giving a buck. Stop giving a buck.
But...
No bucks.
Vinyl's face became deathly serious.
Well, how can you say that? How can you just do whatever you please and just not care?
Octavia was fuming now, angered by her confusion more than her situation.
How can she just not care? How dare she just not care? I kissed her, and she just doesn't care. She's the only mare I've ever kissed. She's the only pony I've ever kissed.
Vinyl stood up.
Because most every pony isn't worth my attention,
She stated matter-of-factly.
Well, who is, huh? What makes any pony worthy of the almighty Vinyl Scratch's attention?
Octavia looked enraged, yet tears continued to spring from her eyes.
theirs.
Octavia prepared to respond, but caught herself before she could continue her rant.
What?
If some pony doesn't give you their attention, they aren't worth yours.
Vinyl spoke simply, stoic almost.
So, I shouldn't care because... you don't?
Vinyl opened her mouth to speak, to tell her no, in fact she didn't, but something nagged at her deep subconscious.
But I do care. Why do I care? I never care. I don't even know her. I don't like her, do I? She's a mare, for Celestia's sake. Why do I care?
Vinyl blinked and looked into Octavia's eyes.
Those eyes. Those beautiful violet eyes. I can't stand seeing tears in those eyes.
Well, Vinyl...
Octavia sniffled. Vinyl swallowed.
I didn't say I didn't care.
But you're saying I shouldn't care.
I didn't say I did care.
Well, Vinyl, what is it? Should I care?
Vinyl sighed.
You aren't getting it. You can't care until you know some pony cares about you.
And how am I supposed to know?
Vinyl swallowed again.
Because she'll show you.
Vinyl stepped closer, looking into Octavia's eyes.
How? Should I just wait for for some pony to tell me they care? What will she do?
Octavia looked back to Vinyl now, her eyes somewhat reddened by tears.
She'll do something like this.
Vinyl closed her eyes and took a leap of absolute faith. Never before had she put such trust in some pony else's hooves. Never before had she left her heart open, exposed, for any pony to be tender or to stomp on. Never before had she closed her eyes, leaned in, and kissed back. Octavia blinked. Vinyl leaned back. Now it was her turn to watch for a reaction, and for the first time, she cared.
So, you, do care?
Uh-huh.
Vinyl wore a goofy smile.
About me?
Yes, Octavia.
Octavia paused for a minute before allowing an enormous smile to spread across her muzzle.
So, you're glad I kissed you?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Vinyl smiled now.
But I have to ask. I thought you said you weren't, into mares.
I don't know. With my schedule and lifestyle, I haven't had time to be into, well, any pony, honestly.
I can kind of relate. I'm always all over the place, and I'm always running the places where ponies are supposed to meet each other.
Did you know, though?
Know what?
That you were into mares?
Octavia asked, embarrassed.
No, not really. But I never really tried. Aren't you scared, though?
Scared?
Octavia raised an eyebrow before adopting a confident grin.
I don't have to care what any pony thinks anymore.
Vinyl knocked Octavia on the shoulder with a playful hoof, a smile plastered across her lips.
Now you're getting it.
Octavia giggled.
Granted, I will need some time to adjust, but I think I can appreciate this sort of lifestyle.
Vinyl smiled,
I certainly do.
and then sat down on her couch. Octavia sat down next to her, with a look of mild concern.
So, does this mean we are dating?
Vinyl wrapped a hoof around the mare next to her and pulled her close.
If you want, you could call it that.
I'm not sure what to call it. I've never had any sort of significant other.
I have, I guess.
Vinyl looked down in recollection.
You guess?
Octavia leaned back from Vinyl, looking into her eyes.
Cult friends in high school. Never anything too serious. I always wondered what I didn't see in them. I think I have a good idea now.
She chuckled.
My parents always tried to find cold friends for me. I was never interested, too busy practicing, I suppose. I never did like the pressure.
Vinyl nodded before pulling Octavia closer against her, snuggling up next to each other on the couch.
Well, the pressure's off now.
She said, and placed a quick kiss upon her forehead. Well, that was pretty decent. I hope everyone enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed cutting it. I really like doing this as a collab more than ever, now that this and the previous chapter were just kind of Vinyl and Octavia chatting back and forth. That wonderful banter I love so much about them. So only one more to go. I have Brillia's audio for that already, so with luck, Chapter 5 will be out very soon, and we can wrap this up. So guys, thanks again so much for listening, and I hope to hear some more nice things about dear Brillia and I. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll catch you all later.